Hello, my name is Sarah Goddard and I'm a sixth former at Boundstone Community College. I'm currently working towards A-levels in Media Studies, English, Theatre Studies and Sociology, and would hopefully like to go on to university to do a degree in Theatre Studies or Media Studies. My three friends are also doing A-levels. Lee is studying Physics, Maths and Music and would like to go on to Surrey University or Kingston Polytechnic to study Music and Technology. Melissa is taking History, Sociology and English and would like to be a solicitor, while the other Lee is taking Geography, Politics and Maths and will probably go on to university to do a degree in Geography.
We'd like to show you our school. Mr. Love, our headmaster, will tell you a bit more about it.
Welcome to Boundstone. This is a very hard-working and busy school. It's going to be very difficult to show you in the time that we've got everything that is going on here. We have a lot of beliefs in this school. One of them is that all of the children that we've got here are equally important. So it's important for us to make sure that every single boy and girl in the school gets full advantage of what we have here to offer. That's all the school resources and all the strengths and energies and talents of the teachers in the school. We recognise, of course, that not all children are equal. All children have their own strengths and weaknesses. It's our job to help them to develop their strengths as far as they can do in the time here, and also as far as we can help them to overcome their weaknesses. Inside the classroom, we have many subjects, not only the subjects of the national curriculum, but others as well. At Boundstone, we don't believe that the national curriculum is broad and wide enough, so we do extra subjects which are available for all children to do. Boundstone's a very caring school, not caring in a soft and sentimental sort of way, but very deeply concerned about all of the children who it's our privilege to teach and to bring from childhood into late adolescence. To achieve what we do in this school, we need, of course, to have a very disciplined framework. We need to have control, and that we do. Some things we're very, very firm about indeed. For example, bullying, we reject absolutely. There's no place at Boundstone for bullies. We don't tolerate them. We do have a lot of things going on in the school. Trips and visits all over Great Britain, all over the world in fact, to the United States and to India during the next few months, all over the continent of Europe. There are activities of all kinds going on after school. The music and the drama of the school are justly famous, and we have hundreds of children taking part in these activities. We recognise that children only have one bite at the educational cherry. That's why it's so important for us to get it right. Almost every single child of a teacher in the school, who themselves have children of secondary school age, have all come to Boundstone. It's some measure of how deeply we all believe in this school that we work in.
All pupils study English up until their 5th year. Lessons centre around the literature of our country. Students study poems, plays, short stories and novels.
From this time such I account thy love. I account thy love.
In their first year at Boundstone, the students begin to pick up their skills in word processing, and everyone has the opportunity to attend creative writing courses at Lodge Hill Residential Centre. The examination results in this subject, like so many others, have been outstandingly good. A 100% pass rate at A-level and far above the national average both in English language and in English literature at GCSE.
We will proceed no further in this business. He hath honoured me of late.
Now who's he? Where's the king? He's somewhere in your audience. Who's he going to be? Bhavani, Daniel?
He.
Right, so he hath honoured me of late. The king, the man you're going to murder in a few minutes, has honoured you. So it's doubly difficult for you to do it. After all, he hasn't honoured your wife. So he has honoured me, okay?
Maths has changed a lot since most parents were at school. Nowadays, we try to make maths more relevant to the world people live in, and will live in the next century. This is the area of work in the school, where we make most use of computers. Computers are to be found in all maths rooms. Central to maths these days is teaching pupils how to identify and tackle problems of all kinds, essential skills for living in a complex, high-tech civilization. Of course, the traditional skills of handling numbers are still important. Boundstone expertise in whole areas of maths teaching has been sought in helping to train maths teachers and demonstrate problem-solving skills at conferences. The assessment for GCSE and for A-level grows out of the work done in the classroom. The new A-level course is proving a great success, and every year some Boundstone people go to university to study the subject at the highest level.
360. Once it hits 361, that's the time you want to go to 1, isn't it?
Yeah, you want to if time equals.
Yeah, and you don't drop the word if like we said with that other one, Lee. Here you go. You're welcome.
Fine, isn't it?
Yeah, so how are you going to you say again?
2 equals 1.
The national curriculum, which all schools in England are now preparing to teach, quite rightly gives a lot of prominence to science. At Boundstone, we are lucky to have 8 very well-equipped laboratories with some well-qualified and experienced teachers and laboratory assistants. We study science mainly through active learning, and we do a lot of experiments.
What are you doing? Yeah, try along. Come on now. Oh, brilliant.
One of the people in our year was in London for a fortnight in the holidays at the London Youth Science Conference. Only 4 people from Sussex won this honour. Students doing science go on fieldwork all over the country, and we do public exams in balanced science, as well as physics, chemistry, biology and geology. Many subjects use modern technology, but science and technology are so closely linked that at Boundstone, the 2 subjects form a single faculty. All boys and girls of course these days do all parts of the basic design technology course, and that includes working with food and textiles, as well as with metal, wood and plastics.
Shape and texture, and don't forget as well time. The time element is very important, because by using these pieces of technology, we're hoping to prove today that we have saved some time.
In recent years, Boundstone has been outstandingly successful in the Young Engineer of Britain competition, winning prizes at the finals in London for 3 consecutive years.
Like that, and then you can push the plug into the wall and bend the device as well. Or take it out, you can stick your hand through and pull it out. Here, this is your...
Humanities for years 2 and 3 includes history, geography and religious studies, to which may be added for GCSE and then A-levels other subjects such as sociology, economics, community studies and media studies.
He was in the book from Mediterranean bit, and
do you know who it is?
Tutankhamun.
That's right, it's Tutankhamun. Which country did he come from then?
Egypt.
Egypt.
But they got him in that one.
So in fact, there is a link, isn't it? Because where is there a link between Jesus and Egypt? You think?
Israelites, and they had all slaves.
That's right, the Israelites, the slaves came from Egypt, and of course after Herod killed the children, that's where Jesus went to Egypt.
It's about cosmetics. My title is What Influences Prevailed in the 1930s to Encourage Women to Wear Cosmetics. With that in mind, I'm looking at advertisements of the time and the influence of Hollywood and the social background of the 1930s and women's own views.
But mass observation wasn't much help to you on that?
They had only picture post and who didn't really actually have anything on it.
Et tout le monde, un petit village.
Un petit village.
Dans le sud de l'Angleterre.
Dans le sud de l'Angleterre.
Bon, très bien, maintenant.
The Europe of 1992 is just around the corner. All students at Boundstone do French. There is also the opportunity to do German.
Voilà, let's see. Paquet de biscuits. Paquet de biscuits. Biscuit. Voilà.
Wie sieht mein Haus aus? Das ist ein Haus.
Mein Vater hat braun Haar and low organ.
As in a lot of our other work, Boundstone's policy for PE and games is for both peaks of excellence and breadth of experience. As well as team games on the school side, there are also opportunities to go skiing, sailing and other outdoor pursuits.
We are proud of many things at Boundstone, but perhaps the school is most famous for its music. Hundreds of students take part in choirs, bands and orchestras. They have toured Europe 3 times, and recently the choir sang in the great cathedrals of Chartres and Paris.
Drama reaches equally high standards. Almost every year we produce plays written in the school for international arts festivals. Now dance is achieving the same high levels of performance. Visual arts, painting, printmaking, pottery are equally strong. Boundstone's artwork has been displayed in many public venues in Sussex and in London at the Royal Festival Theatre. We were the first school in England to be asked to put up an exhibition of our artwork in the offices of the Minister of Education.
You're doing now is worth 30%. This one was worth 10%. What you've got in it is basically the same sort of area, and you've got to, for example, put your questionnaires in.
In the 4th, 5th and 6th year, several other subjects are added to the curriculum. These include media studies and sociology. Both can be done at GCSE and at A level.
At Boundstone, we have hundreds of links with our local communities. Our links with local commerce and industries are essential when all 4th formers and many 6th formers go out every year to do 1 or 2 weeks work experience. One of the subjects that can be studied in years 4 to 6 is business studies. Knowledge and skills acquired in this course are particularly relevant to the world of work.
Chops and enter.
I suppose you have the skipping ropes, do you?
Boundstone students and teachers do a lot of work helping out in our local communities. Every time we have a big production, we have a special matinee for our senior citizens.
What do you boys do then?
These matinees are highlights of our school year. Other students do community service in all kinds of ways and work with both the youngest and the oldest members of our community.
In the evening, almost as many adults use the school for its adult education service as there are boys and girls during the day.
Difficult to...
Hello, I'm John Bound. I'm a parent governor of Boundstone. I've been coming along to the school now for about 7 years. My older daughter, Suzanne, has just left the 6th year, having gained 4 A-level passes. My younger daughter, Jacqueline, is now in the 4th year and has just started her 2-year GCSE course. I've been coming to the youth wing on a Wednesday evening for the last couple of years. We get involved with five-a-side football, basketball, table tennis and other general sporting activities, which seems to be greatly enjoyed.
There are dozens of school trips every year. We make very good use of Lodge Hill. All students have a chance to go there more than once during their time at Boundstone. There are also many fieldwork trips. Evening visits are made in our 2 school minibuses bought for us by the Parent Teachers Association to the theatre and skating rinks. In July every year, 1 week is given to house camp activities. Most of the 8 houses take their people to camps all over the UK and Europe.
We have been showing you just some of the work going on every day in our classrooms. But Boundstone is more than just a place for work and learning. It is also a very caring school. At Boundstone, students also belong to one of the 8 houses named after the counties of England: Berkshire, Cornwall, Cumbria, Devon, Dorset, Durham, Kent and Yorkshire. Each house has only 100 boys and girls and a team of 5 or 6 teachers. Children join a house when they come to Boundstone at the age of 12 and stay in it all the time they are here. Teachers and pupils in these houses get to know each other very well. Nearly all brothers and sisters from the same family belong to the same house. Families build close links with the house that their children belong to. The teachers, apart from teaching their subjects, are also house tutors or heads of house. They give advice and support to children throughout their time at Boundstone, helping them to settle in when they first arrive here, helping in the choice of courses from the 4th and 5th year, helping with many problems that will arise.
You enjoy that because you see yourself as being a caring person, don't you? You were, don't you, Janine, in British Home Stores? Now, I haven't been there on a Saturday recently. I have to find out what time you're there so I can make sure I have my cup of coffee at that time.
Well, basically Boundstone gave me the overall education that I needed to be able to go ahead and decide what I wanted to do and apply myself to different careers. I didn't know I would enter space when I was at Boundstone, but because of the broad education background it gave me, it meant that when I did decide to do it, I could do it. There were no doors closed. I went through well, at O-level I did everything that I could possibly do or wanted to do. And then when it came to A-level, I opted for the sciences. I did physics and mathematics, but I did art as well because I was allowed to do that. That was an option I had. From there, I did a maths degree. I mean, it gave me a good grinding in science, and then I got into engineering. I couldn't have done that unless I'd had a good science background at school, and that's what Boundstone gave me.
Hello there, all right?
Well, we went to Boundstone Comprehensive, didn't we, Les?
Yes, we did, Robert, but now it's gone all hoity-toity.
Hoity-toity.
Yeah, it's called Boundstone Community College now.
Yes, in our days, we had O and A levels, didn't we?
That's right, yeah, I got a CSE, didn't I? I got CSE for learning how to walk properly.
And I got 3 O levels, one for washing up, one for drying up, and one for
putting things away
properly. And you got your A level?
Yep, for drinking weed killer and not being sick.
Of course, we didn't have enough exams to work for NASA on the satellites, but we did have enough
to work for the the telly.
For the television.
For the telly, and that's how we make our money now, isn't it?
Stinking with
cash.
rolling with money.
We
So
are now.
Go
Stinking.
to Boundstone
Stinking
School,
with
you
it.
could end up like us.
Yeah, stinking.
With money.